So today we are going to discuss about banking 4.0 or digital banking. So there is one of the most famous quotes about banks is from J.P. Nichols. He is one of the famous uh, former employees of one of the most famous banks in the world. And according to J.P. Nichols, banks have to upgrade themselves or risks being burned to the ground. So banking industry is kind of, or we can say that the banking industry is a dynamic industry. So the banks have to change them every time there is any changes. So if there is any changes in the overall macro environment, the bank has to adapt to that changes and they need to change their policy and internal things as well to accommodate that changes. So the current banking system we have now, actually, the current banking system we have now, the history of this current banking system can be dated back to the Middle Ages. So the when the banking actually the current form of banking, current system or current way of banking, it has started with the transaction from the Medici family in Florence. So Florence is actually is a city in Italy, and the Medici family they used to stay in that city. And it is argued that this family has created the formal structure of bank that will that is still retained today. That means that currently the banking structure that we have now, it is built upon the structure or it is following the same structure as proposed by Medici family in Florence in Italy back in many years back. So the paper currency currently we have today, because nowadays in all the countries around the world we have paper currency or currency notes. So the paper currency we have today is an iteration on coins used before the first century. So many years ago, the people used to have the coin system, and the coin-based system, after many years of development, we are now using paper-based currency system. So today's payments networks are iterations on the 12th century European network of Knights Templar. So currently, the payment system we have in the world, it is basically more or less similar to the 12th century European network of the Knights Templar. So Knights Templars are basically the security guards who used to securely move money around for banks, royal people, as well as wealthy aristocrats for during that period of time. Transformation into digital bank. So until now, we are all clear that the banking industry is one of the industry which is operating within the financial services industry. But what is digital banking? So digital banking, for this we need to understand that what is digitalization. So digitalization actually it is transforming the overall financial services industry, and banking industry is one of the part of the financial services industry. So bank have been using different types of technologies to help transform various areas of their business, and that's basically because when the bank makes any changes by the use of technology, it actually offers them bigger opportunity. So nowadays, the primary driver behind this digital transformation or the transformation by using digital technology, the banks they are um, they are being fueled by different types of drivers, and the drivers are like there are many types of changes or enormous development in the IT sector nowadays, and nowadays there is a growing tendency of convergence of technology. Because suppose like this, now we have the smartphone one technology and we have tablet PCs, and now we can combine both of them to offer new type of services like using a robot, cloud investing services, robo advising services, and so on. So digital banking transformation, for to understand the digital banking transformation, we need to understand some things related with the banking industry. So in which places or actually which areas the bank is making the transformation. First, you need to understand the value chain of banks. So the normal value chain of bank is that the bank is actually is a financial intermediary, because there are basically two main types of people in any society. Some people they have a lot of money and they need actually a secure place where they can put their money or they can keep their money and get some extra income. So they actually save their money in the bank. So they are the depositors, and there are also another group of people who don't have enough money and they would like to borrow money. So for borrowing monies, they can borrow from many places. They can borrow from friends, family, neighbors, and of course from the banks. So when these people come to the bank for lending money, bank actually gives them money. But when the bank lends them the money, the bank actually okay say that okay, I am going to give you that money, but you need to return me back that amount with that amount of interest. So the bank is actually basically the thing is bank is using the depositors' money to give money to the lenders or to the borrowers. So in this case, the bank is using the depositors' money. Damn bank is not using its own money for the transaction. So bank is actually acting as an agent or an intermediary between people who have enough more money and those people who don't have enough money. But the current value system is that, okay, value chain for the digital banking system. The digital banking system says that, okay, nowadays bank can also act as intermediary, but sometimes that when the bank acting as an intermediary, it needs to use different types of people or places. Suppose if you want to borrow some money, then you need to follow a specific protocol to borrowing some money, and not with the current banking system or current banking regulation. Very few people can get their loan application passed. A majority of them, they don't get enough support from the bank, or they didn't get any type of facility to get loan money or to borrow money from the banks. So for the digital banking system, we are saying that this process, the process of shorting people who are eligible to receive the loan, this thing can be put in digitalized system. So the system will automatically consider the people who can be given loan and under what circumstances, and even the interest rate can be customized as per his or her financial condition as well. So this is the changing of the value chain of banking system by the introduction of digital banking transformation. And clients, of course, nowadays the clients of banks are actually very limited. If you see the total number of statistics for unbanked people in the world, you see there are many people around the world, not only in Bangladesh. There are many people in Africa, in Malaysia, also in other developed countries as well. They don't have a bank account of their own, but there are a lot of banks. So in the banking industry, there is a going trend that, because we are serving the industry and we trying to serve the people better, but the thing is we cannot serve a lot of people at a time. We are serving only a portion of the people, so we need to extend our customer base or client base. So the how we are going to do it, we need to make some transformation. We need to make the service easy to the people, so that the people, they can come to the bank. If the people cannot come to the bank can come to them. So this is how they are using the technology to transform the banking process. This is how the digital transformation process for client management is working inside the banks. And of course, data-driven marketing. Nowadays, data-driven banking. Nowadays, it is all about data. The banking system, they have a lot of data actually. They have data on the people's spending. They have data on people's income, people's people's address, where they live and what they do. So many types of data they have. They can actually use those data to make some useful insights, so that they can actually customize their financial products for the people. This is how data helps digital banking transformation and operating models. Nowadays, there is a going tendency that banks usually, suppose in Bangladesh also, we have branches of banks around the country, but not uh, not around the country actually. I mean, that means that there are still some areas, especially the rural areas, where there is no, or even maybe no banking outlets, or no banking branches at all. So how you're going to uh, how you're going to include these people in your overall banking services. So, I mean, one of the way that by which you are going to include these people in the banking services is by transforming, by using some technology. Maybe you can introduce mobile banking system for them. Maybe you can introduce agent banking system for them, or maybe you can introduce some online banking, some app-based banking system for them. So this is how you are going to change your operating models as well to perform to perform efficiently, as well as to include many people. Banking platforms is nowadays there is an introduction of banking platforms. Last time it was only a static website of the banking services. Suppose if you go to any bank website previously, it was just only and website with some information about the bank account and branches. But nowadays there are chatbot in that portal, and also there is a link to access different types of portal. Like you can apply for bank account by using the online portal. You can apply for loans. You can apply for card. You can apply for so many things. So this is how the platform, the business of platform, or the introduction of platform actually, or the concept of platform is being implemented in the banking service in this revenue models. Nowadays, the bank is not focusing on that revenue. Previously, the bank is to focus on the interest revenue, the interest the bank is getting from the people. But nowadays the bank is and bank is also for focusing on different types of things. Banks can act as an asset management consultant. Bank can help you in your investment activities. Bank can help you in your financial decision making, and so on. And robo advisors, actually, they are helping a lot banks in that cases. So what is digital banking? Many people, when we talk about digital banking, they think that digital banking is basically internet banking or mobile banking or omnichannel banking. But the thing is, banking is just digital banking is not those things. Those things are the previous versions of banking. Digital banking is about the new understanding of banking system. So how we are going to define the digital banking system? For this, we need to understand that there is a way difference between online banking and digital banking system. Let us see some differences in terms of some dimensions. Suppose for the customer, in terms of customer dimension, for online banking, we have the product push. That means that you will push the product to the customer, and then you are going to reach the customer by using the television advertisement, email, radio, and so on. But what happens for digital marketing? For digital banking. For digital marketing, you are going to use user experience, UX, social media. You are going to use digital ecosystems, products. In terms of product dimension, for online banking, we have like accounts, we have money transfer functions, we have loan applications, securities, and so on. But for digital banking, we say that new type of services. Suppose you can apply for crowdfunding, peer-to-peer or P2P funding, cryptocurrency transactions. I mean, even though nowadays still many countries around the world, they don't permit transacting by using cryptocurrencies, but maybe in future it will happen. Then identity, of course, mobile and real time, of course, you can do the activities real time. Processes. In terms of processes dimension, for online banking, we have the legacy paper-based product. That means even though you are doing the online banking, but the output of these banking services, it is still a paper-based products and services and processes brought to the web. That means there are still paperwork, and these paperwork are actually transferred to just to the web version or online version. Nothing changes. But for digital banking, 100% is true, no coins. That means there is everything is 100% state. That means you just log in into the portal or platform, you will do your activities. There is no coins. You don't need to wait, or you don't need to I mean wait, or you don't need to look for some people. It is totally automated, and it is run by using the applications of artificial intelligence or AI. And for technology, for online banking, they use many types of technology, and these are basically legacy technologies. So legacy technologies means that these technologies are like normal or traditional technologies, like they are using the internet lines, they are using the mobile, they are using the mobile applications, and sometimes they are using the laptops or PCs, something like this. So these are legacy technology. But for digital banking, it is reduced stacks, right tool for respective job. In terms of digital banking, they are actually using a different and specific and newer types of technology. Suppose you're using, they are using machine learning, they are using artificial intelligence, and so on. And for the people, for in terms of people dimension, for online banking, bank specialists trained on IT. In this case, there are actually people, they are bank specialists, and they are usually given training on IT and social and media and mobile immigrants. But for digital banking system, you need people such as digital experts, successful and proven web entrepreneurs you need to have, so that your banking business is successful. So how we are going to actually change how these traditional financial services, how the traditional finance, the products of traditional financial services is going to be changed or transformed by the use of the digital banking system. Suppose currently we have credit card system, so it will be replaced by predictive and contextual credit card access, because nowadays the credit card system we have, you need to have a certain amount of income to have to be eligible to apply for a credit card. But under the new digital banking system, the credit card will be customized as per your income level. That means they will make a prediction of your income, as well as they will make prediction based on your income and expenditure, and then they will issue a credit card. Then for the checking, current account or debit card, they currently we have the checking account or the current account or the debit card account. But for in future, or for the digital banking system, they are going to be transferred by cloud-based personal value store linked to a mobile wallet. That means there will be a cloud-based mobile wallet that you're going to utilize to make payments. For savings accounts, of course, under the current financial regime, we have savings account, but under the digital banking system, it will be changed at behavioral savings tools and forms. That means the savings accounts, it will have some the savings account system will be transformed, and the new savings account system will have some behavioral tools, or they will have some artificial intelligence tools, and they are going to track your personality and savings pattern, and they are going to advise you based on your patterns. And personal loan, currently you will apply for personal loan for any reason by using some documents, but in the future or for the digital banking system, payment option advice investor concept contextually. That means when you take up loan from a bank, actually you need to give interest to the bank, but sometimes the interest is actually quite high for many people. So the bank will actually study you thoroughly, and then they will offer you a customized interest rate for such loans. So if you want to take a car loan or lease, maybe under the financial service industry, then they will just give you the money, and you will need to pay to the bank every month. But under the digital banking system, it will give you the chance to autonomous vehicle access subscription. That means that it will give you the option so that you can make some subscription services for the bank account. For the small business account, of course, for a small business account, they will help small business for managing their bank account very easily. And for health insurance coverage, they will give you the option to health optimization and monitoring service. These type of things they are going to give us. So how they are going to change these things. So let us check here another thing. So yeah, so emerging technology layer. So nowadays for the digital banking system, there are some new type of technologies as I have mentioned before. So what are those type of technologies, and how they are transforming the current financial products and services? So the first technology we have, it is a voice smart assistant or voice-based system, and cloud-based or device-based personal artificial intelligence system. So this system is going to be implemented for credit card, mortgage, and checking account. Suppose for the if it is going to be applied for the credit card, then the credit card will be upload credit card offer. The card payment can be made by using the voice control, and there will be limit change requests. And for the mortgage application, maybe you can apply for mortgage just by using your voice, that I need a loan, I need to make a loan, or I need to make a loan application. That's it. The whole things will be done. For the checking account, rapid account opening and special offer savings rate. And nowadays also they are using another type of technology, which is augmented reality smart glasses. So these are basically augmented reality or AR based systems, and these are going, and through this system you are going to simulate, or you are going to experience a real life service. Suppose they are going to show you the pop-out discount offer, pop-out years, and they are going to also give you the option for available auto credit line, instant approval alert for health insurance, monthly payment display. Suppose you are going to buy a loan, and now you go to the bank, you go to an apartment and to see that, and then when you are going to see that, you can use this augmented reality glasses, and when you put on the glasses, you can see your house as well as how much the monthly amount of installment that you need to pay to the bank for buying or making contact with this house owner. So there are some competencies for the banking for or digital banking. So these are four types of competencies we have. The first, we need to have some banking competency. Secondly, we need to have some delivery competency. Third, we need to have some business operation competency. And now finally, we need to have some technology operation competency. So banking operation, banking competency. So banking competency is like you need to have the payment networks and trade finance account very well, and credit and scoring, storage, investment and savings, data modeling, and under this banking. Then under delivery, you need to have some competency like data modeling and behavior, then core capability, brand and advocacy, experience design, support, engagement, and retention. Under the business operations, you need to have like compliance trigger and other type of algorithm, finance and control, partner management and operation, communication and organizational development, research, strategy, and development. Under technology operations, you need to have emerging technology, identity, security, and risks, internal systems, technology stack, AI, machine learning, and modeling. So this type of thing. So this is quite one interesting graph, that how the banking industry or digital banking industry is going to be performed within the next 5 years, 10 years, and 15 years. by using different types of technology. So currently we are in this middle in this case. So we need to see how this industry is going to be transformed within the next 5 years, 10 years, or 15 years. As we are in this middle, so within the next 5 years, the banking industry is going to be transformed by different types of technologies such as virtual reality, IoT platform, cognitive expert advisors, edge computing, serverless systems, and 5G. Of course, 5G is being implemented. The software-defined security, of course, machine learning, drone-based banking system for remote areas, augmented data discovery, and maybe a conversational user interface. Then also connected home. And after, I mean, within the next 10 years, this system is going to be changed by using some more different types of technology, such as deep learning is going to be implemented, connected home is going to be implemented, neuromorphosis hardware is going to be implemented, blockchain is going to be here. Blockchain system is still now we are having the blockchain system, but within the next 10 years, this blockchain system will actually get its full potential. Then volumetric display, then digital twins, and so on. And within the next 15 years, there will be smart robots, human augmentation, there will be artificial general intelligence, cognitive computing will be there, brain computer interface, nanotip electronics, 4D printing. Now we have 3D printing. Maybe within the next 15 years, we will have 4D printing. And autonomous vehicles. Suppose the autonomous vehicle is already here. So autonomous vehicle, maybe they will have the ATM machines as well. So it will be autonomous ATM machine. Okay, so you can access actually anywhere the ATM machine. You don't need to go anywhere. You don't need to go you don't need to go anywhere, because it will be running 24 hours in a day, 7 days in a week, without any type of delay or something. So you can actually take out your money anytime. And quantum computing is also going to be implemented. So what is the future of banking? The future of banking actually lies in some of these factors. Lifestyle in the future, or in near future, actually, the banking services or the banking industry is going to be implemented or integrated with a lifestyle. Customers actually, their banks need, their banks need to know them. So banking will need to deliver next level hyper relevance and understanding. Then the next generation banking will be automated and intuitive. That means customers at the times actually they are to minimize the time and effort required to do things. So banking needs to be super easy to use, and where relevant, be in the background. Context and sensitivity, customer success, understanding, and empathy. To display these, banks will need to deliver services and experiences that contextually aligned to the customer's lifestyle needs and circumstances. Proactive and forward thinking. Of course, the bank needs to be proactive and forward thinking. Successful business work timeless on succeeding exceeding customer expectation by anticipating what they want. Banks will need to anticipate to what a customer needs before they ask for it. Pioneers of trust and security. Banking industry, they are the pioneers of trust, because people, they put their money in the bank. Why? Because they trust the bank. So customers will only deal with businesses which demonstrate integrity. So integrity is important. There needs to be a shift into providing data security, protection, and cyber security is also important, because the banking industry is going to be heavily technology driven. So security is of utmost concern in this case, and banking should be the sector that leads the market. And then finally, regulation. Customer don't judge businesses by what they do right, they appraise them for how they resolve the issues. So banks needs to be very good in terms of resolving issues if it arises. So this is also another figure from ATKME analysis, the how the banking industry actually is being changed by different types of technology. So previously, during the year 2007, actually, we have only smartphone are introduced. So at that time, we have only multi-channel instead. But during the year 2010, we have the Ignite digital technology, because tablets are introduced. And somewhere between 2014, actually, smartphone markets have half of the market. The smartphone actually has become a part and parcel of life, and there is a new inflection point. And nowadays, a smartphone makes up 40% of the banking, and this has accelerated digital strategy. So there are some types of digital banks. Actually, there are three main types of digital banks. First one is new banks, neobanks, and beta banks. What are new banks? New banks actually, they offer full banking services, and because they have the full licenses, and they are direct competitors of big four banks around the world, because they offer the same services as traditional banks. So I call them as full-fledged banks. Example of new banks are Monzo and 26, My Bank, Sterling Bank, and Revolt. Then we have some neobanks. Neobanks, they don't have a banking license, but they partner with a financial institution to provide banking license services. Suppose WeBank by Tencent. Tencent is a famous software company in China. So they actually make a partnership with the bank to offer banking services. Then Yolt, then Lunar Way, and Mobile are example of neobanks. Then we have beta banks. Beta banks are basically joint ventures or subsidiaries of existing banks. So there are already some existing banks, and they are going to make joint ventures with some other banks or subsidiaries that offer financial services through parent companies license. Examples of beta bank include AI Bank. So AI Bank is basically a joint venture between China's CITIC Bank Corporation and search giant Baidu. The Chinese search engine Baidu. And simple, it is basically a partnership between Bank Corporation and BBVA. So that's all for digital banking. Now I'm going to talk about.
I have a question about the neobank. So
Yes.
in Bangladesh there are any beta bank or neobank?
There in Bangladesh there is no digital bank.
No,
bank.
no, I mean the Dutch Bangla, they have the digital services.
No. They call it digital service, but it's not digital banks. They have online.
Not digital.
Yes.
Okay.
So it is a very good question, because all of the banks in Bangladesh, they have some forms of online banking activities. And mistakenly, I don't know why, whether they don't know or they don't have enough knowledge of it, I'm not sure. But I'm not sure why they call them as digital banks, because they offer online services. Online doesn't constitute digital bank. Digital banking is different from online.
So digital bank means that every features and every services should be in digital, right?
It will be digital, as well as it will be functioned by new type of technology. So new type of technology means blockchains, artificial intelligence,
advanced technology. Advanced technology.
Yes, I mean, it is not like, okay, you have a laptop and you have internet and you have a website. Okay, I am digital bank. No, it is not like this. It's online bank.
Okay. So I think it's very difficult to find any digital bank in our developing country. Like India, Bangladesh.
But I think in India actually they are working. There are actually some banks they have taken this. So India is actually quite great in terms of adopting these digitization tools. They are quite good.
Okay.
And even
to become fully digital, it's very difficult, and I think needs time. We have to wait.
The current banking industry in Bangladesh is actually 20 years older. It is 20 years behind of what banking system we have in Malaysia. Suppose I told it, maybe you can remember, I have told during the first lecture that I went to a bank, a CIMB bank in Malaysia, to open my bank account. And there I saw a machine which can even accept checks and coins. But in Bangladesh, the ATM machine we have, most of the time it is broken. It doesn't work. And yesterday I was reading one of the articles in newspaper that nowadays there is a going tendency of hacking the ATM machines in Bangladesh. So you can understand what type of technology and we are so backward in this case. The banking industry in Bangladesh, it is not developed. We can say that.
And I think that we are heading towards more. If we are heading towards more digital banking, that the dependency on the services will become the lesser. Like human interaction will be reducing, yes. Right?
And in the future, because I told this many times to my student in classes, not this class, that trust me or not, in the future, if you see an advertisement for MT or management trainee post in a bank, they will ask you for programming skills. That's for sure. Sooner or later.
Okay. That will be tough time. We cannot escape from the technological knowledge and the programming language nowadays. I can see a lot of business graduates also. A lot of universities, they are asking for the AI and then the programming language, Java. Even for the business.
Actually, the problem is, IT system in Bangladesh, it is, I think we are 100 years behind India in this case. 100 years at least. Because if you just for one example, you go to Google and you search any content on IT, just any content on IT, I mean any topic, you will see the most number of contests are produced by the Indians. Even the whites are very less in this number, even the whites. So what that they already make their name in this case, that they are the leader in IT. And we have many universities, many students, many people study computer.
Yeah, they have a lot of CEOs, lot of graduates in of India, those who are established in US or Canada, a lot of developed countries. So they are retaining back, and they can improve their industry.
I mean, it is. I mean, they study there and they go to abroad, and they make a very good name for their country. And we study in the university and we go for civil service. So that's the difference between us
So
and
the
them.
difference of the mindset, yeah, it's a difference of the nation's mindset actually and framework.
I mean,
How about Brother Harman in the
in Bangladesh,
Kenyan banking system?
in Bangladesh, people from engineering university go for civil service job. Can you imagine? They become administrators with no knowledge in this.
Yeah, Brother Harman, are you here?
I don't know.
Yes,
Yeah.
I'm hearing, I'm with you.
Are you okay? Physically fit?
Yes, I'm okay,
mentally?
I'm following.
Okay.
Yes.
So how's your country's perspective in the Kenya banking system? How far is from the digitalization?
Okay, in terms of digitization of the banking in Kenya, actually it's I don't know how to put it, because we are having this flourishing the mobile app lending.
Okay.
They're really erupting at a high rate. I hope you understand what I'm saying. We have guys who have come up with apps,
Yeah.
and they lend a lot. Although we have been having issues with the Central Bank of Kenya because they've been giving warnings that I think we need to tread carefully with those apps. Yeah,
so
so
they hack
basically
the mobile application.
Yeah, mobile applications. Yeah, we have been having guys coming up with mobile applications that they do the lending.
Okay.
Yeah, and I think they've been having an issue with our central bank, that is our regulatory authority. They've really been warning the public from participating from such lending apps.
Okay. So you are still adopting the mobile banking, right? In your banking system.
Mobile banking. Yes, mobile banking. The risk part of it is that most of these apps, they're not regulated. If you can have some time to Google some of the apps like Tala, that's TALA. And yeah, because I think they're enticing the public to lend a lot, and most of the public, maybe sometimes they don't pay back the money because they're not regulated, and you cannot regulate now. Maybe they give and maybe the borrower and the lender, so it becomes a bit of a challenge.
Yeah, that's the important issue, because I saw that a lot of African country and developing countries, they are actually following the microcredit system, which was developed by our Dr. Yunus in the Grameen Bank. So, but actually the problem is the getting back the money. Okay, that is the issue. How there are a lot of bitter experience in Bangladesh as well, when we are forcing them to give back their installment. Okay.
Yes, that's true. And of course, the most talked about is the M-Pesa banking. That's the mobile banking. I think I've heard of M-Pesa.
Yeah. M-Pesa, it is very famous. I mean, they are the first fintech for developed country. I know that M-Pesa.
Yes. Now, at first when it came, I think the traditional banking system, they were a bit jittery about it. But now, what I've realized, what the banking sector now is doing, is that they're trying now to collaborate with M-Pesa to provide the banking services.
Okay.
That's because great. Initially it was being seen as a strong competitor, which is not regulated by the Central Bank of Kenya.
Okay. Okay, thank you for sharing. It enrich our knowledge.
Sure.
Thank you, brother Herman, for your.
So we have, I think, one more class. The next week will be our end class, final class.
Okay, sure. Okay.
ভাই আপনি কি আর কিছু শেয়ার করবেন
Yeah.
আজকে?
Yes. InsurTech.
ও আচ্ছা, okay, sure.
So let us just.
So we have one more module. Yeah,
one more module, which is InsurTech or insurance technology. We call it InsurTech. So what is InsurTech? So as just now we have finished our lecture on digital banking or banking 4.0. So because with the advent of different types of newer and advanced level technologies, nowadays the banking services, it is being transformed. And we call the new banking system with powered by these technologies is digital banking or banking 4.0. So same type of similar type of trend is being observed in the insurance industry as well, because insurance industry, it is also a part of the the insurance industry is also a part of the financial services industry, and in the financial services industry, technology is being implemented. So insurance sector is not behind this. So insurance industry, it has gone in parallel with the economy of any country, and each time there has been a major leap in technology, the industry has responded with different types of new products, new methods of distribution, and new ways, of course, evaluate the risks, because insurance industry, they actually works in the risk management industry. So we are now because with the advent of new technology, we are now at the cross point of another inflection point. And nowadays, 50 years ago, insurance company were some of the earliest users of mainframe computers. So that means like 50 years ago, there were mainframe computers, and insurance industry, they were one of the earliest users of the mainframe computers. And nowadays, with the advent of smartphone in our pocket today, literally thousands of times more powerful than those early machines. And computer data is not stored in cloud rather than the carrier premises. So insurtechs are basically technology-led companies that enter the insurance sector. So it is not like insurance companies, they they adopt the technology, or maybe there are some technology companies who have the advanced level technology, they actually enter into the insurance sector. Both things can happen. Same can happen for the banking industry as well. So the banking industry, the traditional system for financial industry is that those people who are only in the financial industry, they can offer the services. But now the tendency is the industry is becoming a cross sector. That means that because they are using the different types of technology, so technological companies, they are actually moving into the new type of businesses, or they are making diversification by entering the financial services industry. So same thing is true for the insurance sector as well. So InsurTech are basically technology-led companies that enter the insurance sector, taking advantage of new technologies to provide coverage to more digitally savvy customer base. In some locations, regulatory barriers have been lowered because of this. So to understand the InsurTech sector in a to understand the InsurTech sector, we need to actually look at some mini cases. First, let us look at mini case number 1. So, On Insurance recommends personalized insurance to drivers based on their driving habits. So, this is basically one of the insurance companies, and they recommend personalized insurance to drivers based on their driving habits. These are tracked with Mojio, a proprietary tool that customers plug into their vehicles, which transmit data to the cloud. On Insurance deploys an algorithm on the data to collect to find better products in the insurance market, and when it does, it sends an alert to the customer. So now you can realize, suppose in the current insurance industry, we have only the accident insurance or the car insurance or for the driving insurance, right? But it is more customized because they are going to implement a tool in the car, and they are going to understand the driving behavior of the driver, and then after that they are going to offer him a customized insurance. So this is the beauty of InsurTech or insurance technology. So let us look at mini case number 2. To Trop, it is also one of the insurance on-demand insurance platform, and it is based in Australia and UK. So they are offering coverage for accidental damage, loss, or theft of objects of particular importance to customers, such as bicycles, laptops, or musical instruments. So Tops, they basically aims at young people, offering them a highly responsive customers interface with simple and speedy sign-on. A single screen displays with all the items prospective customers would like to ensure acquiring or relinquishing coverage is as simple as switching a button on or off. Minicase 3, SPIXII. It is an insurance chat box basically. It is a software application that can interact with human to carry out specific actions. So it is like an automated insurance agent, and like for like real life insurance agent, they will guide you to select the policies, as well as this one also will help you, and they will guide you to guide the clients to select the policies, receive the quotes, as well as decide and coverage. It operates through a simple user interface, much like instant messaging or IM. SPIXII is sophisticated enough to direct questions to clients on the risks they face, as well as answer typical question on insurance product. Minicase number 4, Sport. It is also one of the ambitious startup, and they are entering the insurance service industry by opening an entirely new channel of distribution and targeting those living an active and adventurous lifestyle. Sport makes it possible for people to purchase short-term, month-to-month policies at an approachable price through a simple platform. Minicase 5, JST. So JST, they use the power of artificial intelligence to change the $1 trillion property insurance market. So they are basically working in the property insurance market. They use latest advancement in computer vision and deep learning on 115 plus billion data points of residential and commercial properties to extract key billing features to accurately model the potential impact of both non-catastrophic and catastrophic loss events. Insurance carriers and reinsurers have partnered with JST to underwrite risks more accurately, provide their customers a smoother purchasing experience, and manage inspection more cost effectively. Then our mini case number 6, the Flock. It is also one of the insurance provider, and Flock is basically what they provide the world's most real-time quantified risk assessment of drone flight risks. Nowadays, there are actually many users of drones, so they are specializing in drone insurance. They are a London-based venture capitalist and government-backed insurtech startup pioneering the use of big data to intelligently price insurance. Flock has transported a global partnership with Allianz, which is one of the largest aviation insurer, to launch their first product, Float Cover, as a pay as you fly. That means every flight will be covered. How much you fly, that flight will be covered by using such insurance. So a pay as you fly insurance and safety app for drone pilots. So this is one of the statistics put forward by McKinsey Panorama Insurance Database. They are saying, I mean, according to this database, InsurTech are adopting new technology and concept, of course, especially within the big data and machine learning and uses based insurance. Insurance tech adoption of new technology concept. Micro insurance is being implemented by 3%. Some 4% is using blockchain. P2P or peer-based insurance is also becoming famous, 4%. Robo-advisory, it is 10%. Gamification, they are using different types of games also for insurance, 10%. IoT or Internet of Things, 12%. Then users-based insurance, 13%. And big data or machine learning-based insurance, 20%. And this data is based on 500 commercially most well-known cases registered in the database. So InsurTech technology, what are the different types of wings of InsurTech technology? The first wing of insurance technology is basically data and analytics. So real-time risk integration. So in other insurance technology, they use data as well as the analytics tool, so that they can actually understand the risks and risks profile of individuals or the things. So in this case, they have like real-time risk mitigation system. They have the pay-per-use insurance system as well. The second one is wealth management. Nowadays, the insurtech company, they are using algorithms for asset management, and they are having digital savings plans as well. Information security, because after any accident happened, you need to claim the insurance. So this claim needs to be free from any types of fraud or something. So there is fraud detection system, and because everything is being digitally done, so they need to have cyber risk insurance as well, and other risk management technologies. Health insurance, for the health insurance, they are providing things like wearables, genetic data, chronic condition management, and preventing data. They are also utilizing the IoT or Internet of Things technology. So for this case, they are using the vehicle telematics, environmental sensors, province or access tracking, and home security. And they are also using different types of technology to engage more customers. Like they are using CRM or customer relationship management, price aggregation, then omnichannel acquisition, digital claims processing, and online policy purchasing, and so on. Then they have the regulation and the law, key contacts, KIC, which is know your customer identification verification, automated compliance process. Okay, So I try to put the, because InsurTech, it is quite a huge industry. So and it is quite new actually. You don't have any books or any type of material on these things. So I try to put different types of aspect by using 6 different mini cases and some statistics so that you can easily understand. So, do you have any question? Any question?
No, I don't have, but interesting.
I don't have to either. Yeah. Mhm.
Okay.
Fair enough.
Fair enough. Okay then. Okay, so I think we can finish our lecture for today. We'll meet next week, of course. So till then, take care. Have a good day, good weekend.
Okay. Thank you. See you for the
Okay.
last class.
Thank
Final
you.
class.
Thank you. Bye bye.
Okay. Thank you. Bye bye.
Thank you, brother.
Thank you. Thank you, Prof.